Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider, and today I'm in the official Destiny Cookbook. Destiny, my favorite game, Destiny 2. I play it almost daily. I love it. I know some of you hang out with me inside of Destiny 2. Thank you for that. And some have even joined me in Destiny 1. Because, I go back in there, usually monthly, I take a trip back into Destiny just so I can have a lot of fun in there. Now, today I'm going to be making Dashi Stock. This is from the cookbook, Dashi Stock. This is one of the quintessential recipes of many Japanese restaurants back during the Golden Age. Now, we know that this is a big recipe today still. It remains. So it carried forward into the future or whatever alternate universe that Destiny takes place in. But we know it's Earth-like, and there are citizens of the last city, and they enjoy dashi stock just as many of you do, and I do. So the ramen shop in the tower goes through at least 25 batches a day. So the folks on the tower in Destiny 2 love dashi stock. Now, I have this ultimately, okay, here's the story. Ultimately, this dashi stock is going to be used in my spicy ramen noodle bowl, and I will be going live for the spicy ramen noodle bowl. If you're watching this past, the live stream for the spicy ramen noodle bowl, be sure you check it out. But in this pot, the water it's heated. I've had this soaking, and I've just heated the water up. This is going to be, she says 1 4x4 inch piece of kombu, 3 cups of water, and 1 cup of dried bonita flakes. All right, now I'm doubling the recipe because I made this in the past, and 3 cups is just not enough for the spicy ramen noodle. I want to share it with friends, so I'm doubling it. I actually have 6 cups of water here. This is a piece of the kombu. This is dried kelp. And you're going to pop this into your water. You can let it set overnight in the refrigerator. Bring it out. Bring it up to the water, the water steaming. The next day, bring it out of the refrigerator. Leave it in there. Heat the water up till it's steaming, and then remove this. Now, I have done all of that. You'll find the kelp, the dried kelp, in packages at maybe your local market, or you might have to travel and find an Asian market to be able to find this. I'm not sponsored. I just wanted to show with you varying different looks on the packages. This one happens to be all, there's no English on this package. I just knew what it was, right? And you can ask for help in the grocery store if you're not sure. But this is, the pieces of kombu, dried kelp. Now I'm going to set that to the side since I already have my dried kelp. And I'm going to remove this. And I used, double recipe. I'm going to Victoria Rosenthal, 3 cups of water. No, girl, not for 6 pieces of chicken. I want you to join me when I make the ramen noodle bowl live. I want you to join me. So I'm going to remove this, let it drain. I don't know if there's a lot of uses for this dried and then used kombu. Put this in your compost pot or into your garden, and it will have a second duty. But leave a comment if there is a use for that. Now I'm going to set that to the side, and I have my dashi stock almost ready. We need one more step. I'm going to need to add, she says, 1 cup of dried bonita flakes, but remember, I doubled the recipe, so I need 2 cups. I have my measuring cup, and I am going to need to absolutely fill it full. Now, I have used some out of this bag. This is actually a dried, very thinly sliced fish. It is a dried fish. Whoa, it smells fishy. It smells fishy. So I'm going to move my ramen noodle bowls to the side. We're going to get this in. I want to tightly pack this. Don't be afraid to tightly pack this, because what we want out of this is the flavor. We're looking for the flavor. I'm gonna put it over this bowl in case I don't want to make a mess. I have been accused of making a mess by my own self. Ransom, you made a mess. I don't want to make a mess. I want to keep it neat and tidy. And ultimately, we don't want to waste any of these. So I think I'm just going to use the entire bag. Get out of there. All right, now let's get all of this. I don't want to lose it. So I think I can just put all of this in. Let me turn my heat back up because I want this to really just steam inside the pot. So place the kombu in a quart-sized pot with the water, allow it to rest for 4 hours. I did that, but I let it rest for a little while, and then I brought the water up to a hotter temperature, not boiling, but where it's steaming. After the kombu has soaked, place the pot over medium heat. I have that now. Right before the water comes to a boil, remove the kombu. Okay, we did that. Here it is. We removed it. Let it set for 5 minutes, strain through a mesh strainer. Then stock can be stored in airtight container. Okay, we got to add the bonita flakes. Add the bonita flakes and simmer for 15 minutes. So we strain this after we add the bonita flakes. Bonita flakes, in you go. And I tightly pack this. It's just going to give a lot of added flavor. Now, I have to let this simmer for 15 minutes over medium heat. And you can see it from that camera up there. It's lovely. It smells delicious, very fishy, which is what this is. It's fish and kelp. And we're going to let it simmer for 15 minutes. And once that's done, Guardians, I'll be back. I'll be right back through the magic of Braytech Sciences. Stay with me. At the end of this, we're going to have Dashi Stock. And at the end of the Dashi Stock, I will be doing the live stream, following these videos. I've made 2 today, some of the special eggs and this, and then there will be a live stream. Guardians, I want you to join me for the live stream. If you're watching this way past the publication date, the live stream may have already taken place. Don't hesitate to watch the spicy ramen noodle bowl. It's all going to come together live. I'm Ransom Ryder. I'll be right back after the 15 minutes are up. Thank you, thank you. Guardians, I am back. Thank you for hanging out with me. Now, my stock, it has, I cooked, kombu. The recipe says 1 4x4. I doubled it. I used 2 4x4 sheets. That's kelp. And then I have put in the fish flakes, the bonita flakes. Let this simmer for 15 minutes on medium heat. Bonita is tuna. It's super finely sliced tuna. So it has simmered here for 15 minutes. Now, you could strain this with a strainer, a nut bag where you make your nut milks. This would strain it into a container because this is going to have to go into the refrigerator because this is a main ingredient in the spicy ramen noodle bowl. Now, I hope you can see this. Let me grab some pot holders because this is hot. I do have a 2-piece strainer. We're going to pour this in, and it may need to be double strained, but you're going to get the idea of what it takes to make a dashi stock. So you could also take your measuring cup and dip this out and pour it in, or double strain it. I feel like double straining it. Let's try that. It might be a good way to go. I'm not going to have to handle the pot that way. Now this smells really delicious. And I'm going to say it, the tuna smells like fish. I mean, look at that. It smells like fish because it is fish. So I'm going to get that over. This pot is hot. Use caution. If you're younger, have a parent or guardian in with you as you make this because you want to be careful with these hot ingredients, the stove, the pans. It's a lot to work with. It's a lot to work with. Get off of there, fish. Get off of there. Now, let me grab, I still think I need my pot holder. I'll be right back. All right, pot holders in hand, proper tools, proper tools. Let's pour this in. And this will double strain because I have the strainer basket underneath this. Come on out of there. Come on out. You got to tap it and spank it, and I need a spoon. Luckily, I have one handy. Get those fish flakes out because that's a lot of your flavor. Now, my pot is much loved. This thing has seen a lot of excellent soups and stews. So my flakes are in, and I want to take my spoon and just give this a little bit of pressure because I want every bit of goodness out of this. And I hope you can see how much of the stock is actually draining out. And this is going to be the base for the spicy ramen noodle. You know, I want this. We want every bit of this. Now, some people would double boil. You could boil these and have a second making off of these bonita flakes. But ultimately, the first time around, that's all I ever use them because we get the bulk of the really intense flavors out of them this first time around. Still getting some of that goodness out. Get out of there, goodness. Get out of there. So, okay, I feel like I've got the bulk of the good. I'm going to set that to the side, back into my pot. I'll clean that up later. Now, for the double straining, I'm going to lift this up. And this is going to actually pull out any other residues that might have escaped. And you could actually use a paper filter. You know, a coffee pot filter would take a while, a coffee filter. You could use a paper towel. You know, coffee filters, they're paper. A paper towel, a clean, undyed, just white paper towel, you could strain to get your stock, your dashi stock. Now, I'm going to set this to the side, and then we're going to pour this up into a container that's going to be ready to go into the refrigerator. I'll be right back, Guardians. I will be right back. Guardians, I am back. This is my dashi stock. It's still steaming. The aromas are just out of this world good. This is a phenomenal base for a spicy ramen noodle bowl, which is my ultimate goal. It is my ultimate goal to have a spicy ramen noodle bowl. Now, I'm going to pour this up into my container because I need this to go into the refrigerator and, you know, actually get very flavorful. And I'm going to be using this during my live stream, but this is ready to go. You know, you could actually enjoy this right now. I did double the recipe from the official Destiny Cookbook. Victoria Rosenthal, thank you. She needs to come hang out with me and have dinner. I'm going to let her know that 3 cups, it's not enough, Victoria. It's not enough. Now, you see it there. It's completed. This will go into the fridge. I'm going to double check my instructions. Okay, remove from the pot of heat. Let it set for 5 minutes. Strain through a mesh strainer. Can be stored in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. I will need this when I live stream and we make that ramen noodle bowl. I am Ransom Ryder. This has been the official Destiny Cookbook, Cooking with Ransom Ryder. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. And I would like for you to join me when we go live. Cooking. Now, I'm live, you know, any number of days, usually daily. I am live. I stream live. Come and hang out with me. Comment. I need friends. I need lots of friends. Like and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out some of my other cooking videos from Destiny 2. And again, leave a comment because you guys, you mean something to me. You're important. I will see you very soon inside the gaming world of Destiny 2. Bye. Bye. Thank you, Guardians. Thank you. I'm going to pop this in the refrigerator and I'll see you during a live stream. Bye.